Hello everyone, welcome back to my channel. My name's Ellie and this is Powerful Imperfection, where we talk about all things personal finance, debt payoff, and eventually financial independence, or at least that's the eventual goal. Today we're going to go over the February wrap-up. Now, as a kind of brief overview, February for me was a 6-week expense month. I used 2 paychecks and paid for 6 weeks of expenses, so that March would be a 3 paycheck month for me, so that I could get the budgets and the paychecks to start lining up again, because they were starting to get a little too early in the month to be transitioning to another month. So we'll go over February's budget. And I did make some changes. I went from the spiral notebook and I just created a spreadsheet just to help myself kind of keep everything the same. So we'll jump into that right now. Okay, so this is the February monthly budget. Everything was the same from what I did on the spiral notebook. So all of the totals remain the same. This is just kind of a reorganization of that. So the paychecks, just 2 paychecks. The time frame was from the end of January to, technically it's tomorrow. Today is the 5th, but I've done all of the buying that I'm going to do. So might as well do the wrap up now. The income was from these 2 paychecks as well as my federal tax return. So that's why this number is a little bit higher than my average. Going into my 4 walls, my rent, it ended up being $930.25, so that saved me just under $20. Electricity was $53.52, so that saved me $46.48. My groceries, I only had $5 left over, so I'm just going to roll that into next month. So $3.90 was taken out, and I'm just going to use all of it. Car gas, I budget $30 per week. I actually used $74.60, so that saved me $105.40. Laundry, I took out $60 because I knew $80 was probably going to be too much, but I still wanted it budgeted just in case I needed to go back and get the extra $20. But I ended up only using $20 because I had a lot of rollover. So I still have $40, and that I'm just going to roll over into next month. So I'm still just going to take that $20 that I left in the bank and say that that's what I saved, even though I have $40 more there that I'm just going to use next month. So going on to charity, because of the federal tax return and everything, charity was at $230. I went ahead and sent all of that. The cell phone, once again, was at $22.32. That was still the same in January. So going forward, that's what I will budget, since there was some kind of adjustment that I'm not sure why there was an adjustment, but saved me 18 cents. Internet is still on a promotion for $44.99. The debt minimum payments, there was some kind of reorganization with that as well, and so it ended up being $545.68. I think that was the same as last month as well. So going forward, that's what I will budget. So that saved me $10.32. And then the gym, $295 was sent to them. This is the last month that I'm doing the personal training, so that'll go down by $160, and that'll be $135 going forward. Okay, so going on to miscellaneous, I had budgeted $95, and basically going over here, I kind of itemized what this entails. So I had planned for an oil change at $55 and Valentine's Day at $40. I didn't end up doing anything for Valentine's Day. And then the oil change I also did not do, but I'm going to go ahead and cash it out, or basically just roll it in my checking account. And then whenever I decide to actually do it, that money will be in there. So that'll just kind of be sitting there. So I'm going to say that I used it. The two things that I did not budget for that I did do was Ancestry.com. I just did 1 month and I've already canceled it. So it's just the 1 month at the $19.99 just to see if anything had been updated or anything like that. And then career recertification in my birthday month, I have to recertify for one of my careers. So I went ahead and did that early since I knew I had a little bit of extra money in here. So I went ahead and did that early. So that was $45. So technically I spent $119.99 on a budget of $95. So that was over budget by $24.99. Expenses, I had planned on being just under $29.50. I ended up being at $27.66.35. So that was a difference of $177.14 that I was under budget. Expenses, I had planned to send $16.70 to my debt payoff. I will actually send $18.50. So this being over is a good red, not a bad red. So basically what I did was at the end of January, I sent $1,000. Then at kind of the mid-February, I sent $600 to meet this amount. And then I just now sent the difference of the $250 to my debt. So that is where we are at here. We've made some really good progress with debt that I'm excited to do in the middle of March, the update for my debt payoff and that sort of thing. So be looking for that video because good moves ahead. So that is the February wrap up. Okay, so for February being a 6-week expense month, things went really well. I kept under budget for most things, kept my spending kind of in check because I knew it was going to be a long one and I really needed to pace out those expenses. So that all worked really well. March is going to be a 3 paycheck month, and that video will come out here in the next day or two to show how I'm planning on using those 3 paychecks and also some struggles that come with having extra paycheck, which means extra money, and then you start wanting to spend more. So it's just being human. So we will see how I plan on managing that kind of temptation. But anyway, February overall, really good month for me and paid off a lot of debt. So that was great. And look forward to March and what that holds. If you like this kind of content, please subscribe to my channel and also like the video. And I will see you in the next one. Thank you. Bye.